So there are aspects of my life that I will never reveal, that are between myself, my family.
On the third day. That one, yeah.
Like Christ himself.
What was that about?
I don't even know.
You went to a fancy restaurant in a beautiful place in South Africa, and he left you with
love them,
7,000
Boots, babe. He's not circumcised.
I was told.
Yes.
I mean, not just for Motherhood and all of that. I mean, I heard the audible voice of God.
It wasn't a decision.
It wasn't just.
Hey guys, it's me, Lungelo KM, for another electric, amazing episode of Engineer Your Life. So, before the team comes for me, because apparently I don't do this enough, I need you to press the like button somewhere there. Like this video before you even watch it, because we are seeing quality content as I always do. I need you to press subscribe as well. Subscribe so I can eat. I need to feed my family. I have children. No, I don't. I have cats. Never mind. I need to feed my family. Please subscribe so that YouTube pays me for giving you this amazing content. Listen, stay tuned for another amazing electric content episode of Engineer Your Life. Do enjoy. Amanda, hello.
Hi.
Do these people even know you? I'm sure they do.
I don't know.
You literally like one of the most famous people in Durban.
Oh, not really.
I
try, guys.
Miss JC LaRue, how are you?
I'm good and you, my babe.
Listen, you're really doing well for a person. I'd say your influencing journey is very different because you're not trying to be out there, but it's forcing itself on you, and you are just responding to the calling.
Definitely. And you know, each journey I started so weirdly but organically, because by profession I studied at the University of KwaZulu-Natal in West Valley. I got my degree in environmental sciences. But you know, as the job field goes,
yes,
you are and then because I was spending a lot of time going out with my friends and I was posting it on my socials organically,
just posting your lifestyle.
My lifestyle, yes, organically it grew, and people started, you know, taking interest in, okay, what does Amanda get up to, you know? And so and over the years, obviously there's dips. You know, you go through seasons where you are hot in the streets.
Yes.
And then you go through seasons where you're like, okay, the next girl is next. But I feel like now I've found my audience, and siyakula nabo.
Speaking of hot, do you think you're still hot on the streets, or do you think you've reached more level of stabilizing and you've got your core audience that understands you?
Definitely. I feel like now I would like to think I'm still in my hot girl era. But sikhulile. Sikhulile, sinemndeni, and we're just trying to grow and share. You know, you can still be grown and mature, but still sexy and fun and hot, and you know, all the things that represent, you know, the good things.
Take me back to Durban Girls High School.
Oh my God, high school was a nightmare.
Nightmare?
Okay, not really a nightmare.
Not the hottest girl saying high school is a nightmare. That's a dream.
High school, I think because I went to an all-girls school.
Okay.
And anyone can vouch that went to an all-girls school that it comes with the cattiness, it comes with the drama, it comes with everything in between. But I think I had a pretty decent high school career. Yes, because I've always been a person who I keep to myself.
So are you the prefect lady, or
no,
we are funwa, or we hot girl era full time?
No, I feel like my hot girl era is only something I'm owning now. Njengoba sengizazi, and I feel like I'm mature. I've always been a person who's very reserved. To a point where my mom used to make me do pageants. So throughout my high school, actually late high school career, and early into my varsity years, I've been a person in always on my pageants, because my mom would be like, dude, why are you shy? Break out of your shell, like embrace who you are. But I just never really got to do that until the last 5 years of my life.
Since we're there, speaking about family, I think, it's Sako or Jingela. By the way, guys, welcome to Engineer Your Life. We are getting carried away and we're really excited. I'm Lungelo KM. Follow us on all social media platforms. She's Belinda Jingela on Twitter, and then Amanda Jingela on Instagram. I got that right.
You got that right. Oh, thank you.
Speaking of family, as I said, Ngwaga Jingela, which is a Zulu surname.
Definitely a Zulu surname.
The hair though doesn't say that. I mean, I'm sure you get this question repeatedly.
Oh yeah.
Ngathi kuno something ngona nje ntontoni khona umlungu somewhere kwi bloodline. Angazi noma apartheid noma privilege. Khona le mali khona yeah.
My history is also something it's quite unique, but I also feel like a lot of people can share as well. I do come from a mixed background. Ubaba ongzalayo, which is my dad, he's half colored. Okay. Yes, and his mix is more Indian. Okay. Which explains the rest. Okay. But my mom is Zulu. She comes from a black family. Okay. Yes, so it's just on my dad's side that I know.
In your dad's side, there's like an Indian heritage.
Yes.
Do you still carry any of that? Have you been introduced to it?
No, because I think my gran didn't really have the best relationship, I think, with my dad's dad. So that part of so that part of the family was basically something I think we were shielded from. Yeah. But as you grow and you interact with your peers, you do realize it was, actually my hair isn't the same. You know, as much as yes, there are light-skinned, people, but you'll realize it was, okay, I am different, but I can still blend in. But I know now that my heritage does have an Indian, side or line to it.
You speak about your mom and your dad actually with I see passion in your eyes. Where does it come from? Are you really close to them?
Growing up, yes. But now my mom's late, and that caused a rift in our family. Naturally so, because when a matriarch person passes away, who's the glue in the family, it does create some rifts in the family. So we've been a family that's been rocked very hard by her death, and it's changed everyone in the family. So you'll find that the relationships aren't as strong because the strong person is not there. Glue. Yes, the glue is basically not there, but it's getting better.
And with dad?
Dad was the main issue. My siblings and I are fine. Instead, through the passing, we've learned to depend on each other and grow together, and which is the part that I love, that we come from a big family. There's 5 of us in total, but from my mom's womb, there's 3 of us, and the 3 core kids are, I don't want to say core.
Not core kids.
Yes, not core kids, I'm sorry. But the 3 kids that lost Uma grew closer.
And there was a unison, there was a reason to depend on each other and almost show each other a more unconditional love. Okay, let's take it to the point where you're at university and you are choosing environmental science. Why environmental science?
Why environmental sciences? Okay, I believe in choosing your strengths, and for me in high school, geography was a strength for me. Naturally, I thought I was going to be in the environment space. Whether it was built environments, people and their needs, I knew generally I was going to end up there. So when I enrolled to university, my first pick was geology, which I got accepted for, and I did. I did geology first year, which was the worst decision of my life.
Which one is geology? The study of rocks and stuff?
Yes, the study of rocks and their formations. Right. Which was the worst thing for me because I'm not a full science kid. So I did life sciences and I didn't do physics. So now I had to do chemistry because it's science-based, a science-based degree. And that being a core module, I thought, I can do it. I believe in myself. I can do this. I'm smart. Oh, baby. Did I not fail that class? And the thing with science is that you fail 1 or 2 modules.
Knock-on effects.
Oh. Yeah. Basically that. So eventually I was like, I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to try this again. I'm packing my bags. I'm moving to a different stream. And that was environmental sciences. And I wish I knew that before because I felt like this was it for me. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it and I was smart about it. And I thrived in that field.
I get that.
Yeah.
So just moving swiftly, you and I really met about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yes.
At a DSTV event. What was it? A Two Sides documentary
Yes, a
launch.
two-sides documentary, yes.
But you know when I really met you, did I tell you the story? When I really met you, actually no, the story I told you when I went back and reflected, it wasn't when I really met you. You were in your hot girl era. Kusakrampa Epet Center.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
Genesis.
Oh.
All these groups Krampa Epet Center. We were wearing baby Milo jackets. We were wearing big sneakers. We just left the what was it? The Heelys era.
Yes. Oh my God! You know me from way
way
that
back.
was embarrassing.
Why would you say it's embarrassing? You were a cool kid, man.
Do you think I was cool?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We all were like, oh my gosh, I want to be close to Amanda.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna take that as a compliment because I've never seen myself as cool. No, but I do.
Did you enjoy crumping? Like, what was that age era of your life?
I wasn't crumping.
Okay.
But I was involved with someone who was crumping.
Still involved?
Still involved? I someone a Bambi.
Hashtag Yabegase.
Hey!
Babum Shato.
Hey! I
Entertainment industry influencing. Obviously, it's an unconventional way of entering it. I think you're chilling on. She's over more than 100,000 followers. What is it, like 175? Somewhere there.
Yes,
175,000
yes.
followers. That is absolutely insane on
Thank you
Instagram.
so much,
What opportunities has it come along with, and what would you say? Let's leave it there. I'll take it
Okay.
further after you answer this.
Opportunity-wise, when the industry started, I think before we just didn't know what could go from.
Yes,
you know.
it's like, what is this?
Yes,
Yeah.
what is this? And even worst case was it's how. But what do you do? It's how I'm an influencer. Influencer ini yenzani.
Influencer bani.
Bani. So now
Hey,
there's
boss on a little win.
you know. So now there's these terms like digital creator and content creator, which puts some depth to what we do, because in general that's what we do. We create content, and hopefully with that you get influenced, you know. And with the opportunities that has come from it, I've worked with such amazing brands, and getting to know the brand managers and the people behind the brand. I think the most thing I really appreciate is getting to know the core ethos of each brand I work with. And you get to value what goes behind branding a brand. And for me, that's been valuable for me, because I view things differently. I view you know, because of that knowledge, and I appreciate that so much, because I come from a science background. 1 + 1 is 2, and there's a method behind that.
Yes, and there's no gray area.
There's no gray area, but creativity is a gray area.
It's gray in its
You know,
totality,
and it's colorful as well. So it's been a beautiful side for me to experience and to get to hone those skills, because in high school I did do design, but it was a subject I chose because I didn't think I was going to need it in my future. But because it's a strength, I knew it was a strength for me back then, it's helped me now in my future, and I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving the space. I still feel like I need to grow and just explore the opportunities that come with me.
Okay, I come and say I'm devil's advocate now. I say light-skinned, beautiful ladies as yourself, you didn't ask anyone for that. God brought that onto you. So obviously you're going to either exploit or utilize that to the best of your ability, right? And make money, raise your family, whatever it may be. Then what do you have to say for the person who says it's easier for light-skinned girls? They have it easy. They're preferred, and they're not really talented.
What would I have to say to that? That's a hard one, because I always feel like with the influencing space, the nice thing about influencers is that they create their own audience, and your audience vouches for you, and if they believe in what you put out, whether light skinned or whatever you perception you might have on the outside. People really just follow you for your personality when it comes to everything, because personality sells when it comes to our business.
Okay.
Yes, the looks as well, it's the cherry on top, but for you to keep your audience and to keep going and keep growing and building relationship with brands and people, it's your personality that keeps you in the forefront. And I feel like your beliefs as well and your value systems also, because you're selling a full product. It's not just what you look like.
I get you.
And that is always the forefront now. Jengoba saying it's a kulile in the industry. Before I would say yes, because when I entered the industry, I always used to think that the rich kids were the ones who would be influencers, because they have the money and the access to the events and all of these things. And I don't come from a rich background, which for the longest time I'd be reserved. I'd be like, oh, do I fit in this space? Do I fit in this lifestyle? But because your audience likes you and your audience grows with you as a person, when you stick to you and who you truly are, that's how you make your numbers in the industry.
I get you. But so I always say, there are people, you watch their social media career, how it grows, but you can't help but say, hear me out. There is a person out there with 60,000 followers, but they're in Louis Vuitton, Gucci, top to bottom every day,
yes,
right?
yes.
And that has led to people investigating, saying this is unsustainable. You can't be in 100,000 Rand outfit every day. Kanti, how much does influencing pay?
Exactly.
So, would you agree that there are many people who are influencers, who it is a facade for how they're really making their money?
I don't want to talk about other people because I don't know what goes on behind, closed doors. But I do think there is a certain level of lifestyle that they are living that perpetuates like a certain
narrative.
Yes, narrative that isn't as true as it seems.
I get you.
But each to their own. Just as long as you're true to who you are. I mean, I believe in that, my audience is just people who I know, bayangas is kulinabo. And I'd like to keep that part as transparent. I can't speak for someone else because I would never truly know.
Yeah.
I can always perceive what I see.
Let me calm down for you before you kill me.
Please.
How's life as a mother?
I was just telling Uspe, like on my way here, Uguti, she was crying because she saw me put makeup on.
She knows when you put makeup on.
She knows
Yeah.
But I'm loving it. She's at a stage where she's so interactive and she's so aware and ukhulile, she's 3. So we are one who goes, hey boy, sing no I love it. I love it. I really do.
Has it changed you as a person?
Definitely. Oh my goodness. I think the birth of my child came at a point where I needed that groundness and being
to be
centered. Yes.
Yeah.
So much was happening around me with my mom's passing. You never know what we are gay actually, but like that close.
Know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wishy-wish. And that's literally what it felt like until she came along. And now I have reason to work hard and direction as well. I felt like for the longest time, because I'm reserved, no pressure. But now there's that pressure to make it work because I don't want her to fall short on anything.
To be without.
Yes.
To not have what is necessary.
Yes.
And just be soft, man. Let's not lie. Sifuna softy, guys.
So I pride myself in working hard every day because of her, and definitely changed me.
What I love about this era we are in is that black women are no longer, what can I say, pressured to be married, to have children, and that chastisement or that, I don't know, worldly punishment is no longer there because it's your body, it's your rules, and you decide what to do with it. And
I love that for us.
I have so many opinions about marriage as a concept and that contract. So how have you navigated that, being unmarried and being a mother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think it just goes with owning your truth. Ekugcineni. People will always talk. And you get to a point in life where you stop living for people and you start living for yourself. And that comes with peace of mind and freedom. As long as I show up as a mom and I do what I need to do and I prioritize myself, konke lokho kunye, yes, siyakuthanda. We all believe in what I'll speak for myself. Ukuthi ekugcineni, the end goal is to be married, and or even if not, kuba a life partner that you spend your life with. I would like that for myself. So, yeah, I think that as long as you put being a good mom first, everything else.
I get that. So for you, the core of it is that because you are a parent, being a mother, a good mother, is important.
I'd like to think.
But Amanda, you say you have. At the end of the day, everybody wants a life partner, which is true. We all want that attachment and stability and emotional support,
yes.
right? But as a person like me who's followed you for a long time, you are engaged or you are engaged or you've been engaged, but there is no ring. So it's in the Amanda.
Oh, God, you had to go there. Well, if you must know, my engagement was traditional.
Okay.
So my lobola got paid just before I got pregnant. So in the process of that, I had my daughter, and then COVID happened. And then everything else got paused. And then as a woman, you start thinking, but babe, that's like a line, you know?
Pelele COVID.
Pelele COVID.
Has lifted.
You know? Can we see what's going on?
Yeah.
And for me, I would not like to speak for someone who's not here, but I'd like to think with that person we're on the same page.
Okay, but then why did you stop wearing your ring? Because you had a ring and it was very beautiful.
Because life happens. I want a new one.
Good shot, good answer, good save.
I want a new one. Please.
Okay, because Vela feel.
Yes.
How's having a partner in the same industry as you? Not same, right? But because you're in entertainment as well by virtue of being an influencer.
You know, because he was in the industry before me, I feel like I had some insights with how to navigate that industry, because it's different, but it's also very similar. And now with work picking up and he's busy with this and I'm busy with this, we find that our schedules are clashing. And COVID, they're seeing that all the time. Now you're not used to your partner being gone for a week. Or traveling, yes, because there's certain engagements that need you and you can't say no to a bag.
Absolutely.
Like, I do not believe in that.
Guys.
So I think because he's in it, we understand that. Vele as a man, you have your reservations in general, but he's at a point where he does understand what he actually.
Listen, this is not my opinion. People can dispute if they want. You're one of the most beautiful women in this country, right? Straight up, you are. You are.
Thank you.
But no Beyonce Bamkila. How have you navigated? Because your man, especially, I remember there was a point where his career was peaking with Dream Team, and how were you navigating all this attention he's getting?
Oh, child, I was rocked. And I will not lie to you, I was rocked.
I love the honesty. Yeah.
Yes, I was rocked. But you know, it was easier when my mom was around.
Yes.
I think that you're always having that support structure on call. It was always easier to have those kind of blows. But now that she's not around, you'll find that my tolerance is low. Like if there's any bullshit, I ain't got no time for it. And it just comes because I don't have a soft landing anymore. And I have to be my soft landing. And if I don't have my own bag, no one else will. We're scared with the baby in the mix. You kind of have to really just fully think about that. And yeah, I was rocked during those times. Yeah, it was horrible. But yeah, you grow from those kind of things and you end up having a perception of what you want moving forward. Is this the kind of life I want to live? And if so, how do I navigate it? Yabo.
What I'm getting from that is a brutal honesty because
Something.
whoa.
I did not see that coming.
Love that.
You don't need everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
gone.
right.
Almost died.
So what I'm getting from that level of honesty you just gave me is that we all go through things, man. And abantu have this notion of facade that they try and keep up. When you look a certain way, things don't happen to you, or you you would have easily kept your ring on and created this perfect illusion that everything is okay.
Yeah.
But you responded to the hurt that you were feeling when you were feeling hurt, and you went through the motions.
Yes.
And for you to also say that you and your partner went through COVID together, and now there's a different journey that your relationship is taking. It's for you. It's your privacy, and I think everybody deserves that for themselves. And that honesty is real, man. That honesty is real, and I really appreciate that.
A person is a person. And you can't control what they do when you're there and when you're not there. But I was rocked, and yeah.
But I've never seen you have a social media meltdown. How do you keep it so together there?
My mom.
Okay.
What an elegant lady.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, and my mom comes from an era, yo Tim Begazela, hey? And yabazi gates, but nenkinga zabo. And my personality is, before I used to share my relationship a lot on social media. Now, keep it to yourself.
True.
Ngoba Aibo.
Vultures.
Yebo.
But
you know. And for me, through that journey, I've learned to say, actually, I must just keep it to myself. Luckily, my family isn't people that like being on social media. There are people who keep to themselves, and it's made it easier for me to have that privacy when it comes to that.
What makes the perfect date night?
Oh my God. The perfect dress. First of all, it all starts with you getting ready. Like you get your face done, you pick your dress, you pick your shoes. I also feel like the restaurant as well matters.
So for you, a date has to have a restaurant, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's date night.
Okay.
Yes, but a normal date, it could be anything. As long as it's not those rough adventures. Please. Or quite biking. No, not for me. But anything, you know, airy fairy. I love nature. You know, if I could have a little picnic out here, I'd appreciate that, yes. But for date night, definitely, the restaurant matters for me because of the food. Like, if your food is not up to par, you're going to ruin my night. And then bubbles. I mean, what's date night without bubbles?
Some JC LaRue.
You know? You need some bubbles up in the mix, you know? So, date night for me, it would be that.
Oh, wait, I mean, where are you taking this influencing career? Because you recently started your YouTube channel, and I can see you are vigorous about it, okay? We will link it below here in this video. Yes. You're very vigorous about it. I mean, where are you taking this?
You know, YouTube has always been a platform that I've always wanted to try, but because, you know, when you're going through some things, you don't want to start something and stop, and then life happens, and then you're not consistent, and you're not giving your audience what they want, deserve, you know. And for me, I'm so settled in who Amanda is right now. I'm turning 30 next month, and I feel like it's a chapter I'd like to share more of with people. And I feel like with Instagram, you can only do so much.
I get you.
With Twitter, you can only share so much. And YouTube is such an all-rounded platform that people get an insight.
It's like a diary.
Yes, it's definitely like a diary. And for me, I love that it's happening now, because even the growth is going to be organic when it does get to that point. And I'm a point where I'm okay with sharing, and my walls are down, and I'm okay with who I am, and I'm happy with the woman that I'm, you know, growing into.
I get that. It's definitely the same journey for me, where YouTube just allows us to be who we are. You get to control the narrative more. People are less mean on YouTube.
Child.
Oh my gosh, the other platforms, Abantu, I don't know this
I know
vileness.
the blue app.
Ooh, child.
The blue app, I'm scared.
Have you had your day available, Musakaul?
Oh no, and please, in Jesus' name, come. Musa, please. You know,
Listen, he has
files.
on files. With the details, the level of details that he has.
Yeah, no, I respect that platform. Yes, yeah.
Quick game.
Oh, okay. Why am I nervous?
I need instant answers and a brief explanation, right?
A brief.
And you're not allowed to say neither of the above.
Okay.
Things like that. The game is called One Must Go.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you'll tell me which one goes and which one stays.
Okay.
And
A brief.
reasons.
Okay.
Or a combined reason.
Okay.
If you should. Cyril Ramaphosa, Jacob Zuma. One must go.
Cyril. Cyril. Briefly, I think why I'd say Jacob must stay or should have stayed is because he's probably one of the first presidents I've seen a lot of black men flourish during his time, and that for me, he's opened opportunities for you know lively people and their livelihoods, and for me, I respect him for that. He's definitely has different values and everything else, but as a president who stood for the black people and the black community, I saw a difference when he was leading us as a country.
So Cyril must go.
Cyril must go.
You're fed up. Petrol is at 25 rand per litre.
When have we ever? My tank is on reserve right now.
Hey, that's a doing.
Hey.
Like, driving out the house, you're like, what the F is
You
going on?
have to count Wuti, actually, because today I'm running my errands. I need to run all my errands today because then during the week it's school drop off. It's school drop off. Yeah, but those things are all petrol. So no, Cyril must go. I haven't experienced riots until
Cyril.
Yes,
I get
like
you.
that.
I get, and floods, I blame him too.
You know, he must take the blame for everything. He must go.
K Yarms na Lady M. One must go.
I love both of them. No one
must
no.
go.
I love both of them.
It can be the slightest reason, but one must go.
No, you can't.
We're playing the game. We are playing the game.
I don't want to be part of this game anymore. I do. I like them both because they represent different parts in their lives.
Okay, then because you're not, no one must go. Then what do they represent differently?
Kay is a Durban babe, and for her, because she's Durban babe, Skule and I went to the same high school actually. I feel like our history is more history I can connect with. Naledi I know because of social media. Beautiful soul, very funny. I absolutely enjoy her content. So in depth, I wouldn't know how to unpack her, and instead of what I see on her socials.
I get you.
Yeah, but okay, I've interacted with personally, so I can't compare the two until I get a chance and opportunity to meet Naledi. I feel like maybe I can have a well-rounded answer next time. But I love both of them. I really do.
We'll take that. Crew, are you taking that? Yeah.
Better.
We'll take that, guys. Okay, one more.
Yes.
One must go. Miss Avon, Rihanna, or Beyonce?
You know what? I'm going to be honest.
Yes.
When it comes to... I grew up Destiny's Child. Same sentiments. Yeah, okay. Umuntu okhule ne Destiny's Child, and then you've seen Beyonce blossom, and then she becomes a mom, and and all of that. I would definitely say I respect their hustle, both of them, but I would definitely be a beehive more than a navy.
So Navy's going.
Yes.
Why is she going?
I can't fault her.
Okay.
I can't fault her. I mean, she's a billionaire. Like Rihanna's a billionaire. I mean, I can't fault Rihanna, but for my own personal
Actually,
preference.
how was the Fenty Beauty launch?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Girls are clap. I mean, come on, launch. Then groove.
group.
I got executive.
No, it was very different. Like not the kind of launch you used to, where my formalities. No, baby.
There was no speech.
Well, there was briefly.
Zaka at the same time.
No, there was briefly to introduce her makeup artist flew in. So, excuse me. So he got to say a few words, and then we watched a video of her on the screen, and that was that. The rest was just best launch and parts.
Was it Zimbabwe? Why would I leave it as Zimbabwe?
Oh,
yes. I'm like, Sana.
It's like a lighting. No, but also that night, Fenty was launching in different places. Because I know even in Joburg that night, there were 3 different Fenty parties. There was one in Durban, and I think Cape Town also had. And then everywhere else where I think it's available, they had, their little launches. So it was a Fenty party across the continent. Yes.
So basically, actually, on the back of that, do you then think in Africa, the South African influencing industry is carrying Africa at the moment?
I mean, I don't want to toot our own horn, but I think South Africa is doing a really good job in putting Africa on the map when it comes to influencing.
We're almost at the end.
Okay.
You have 24 hours remaining on Earth. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'd probably be with family. I'd probably be with family. Because,
Be specific? Because you just told me your family rocked you recently, so...
Yeah, Velas is a Rokana as family. But at the core of it all, because I'm so family-centered, I know what it's like to lose someone.
I get you. Yes.
And on my last days, I'd want to maximize that with my core. And my core is my family.
Finally, by the way, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I love your honesty, the raw conversation we just had. And if, God forbid, this is the last interview you do, what would Amanda Jingela like to be remembered for?
Whoa. What would I like to be remembered for? Jeez, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I feel like I don't know what my legacy is because I feel like it's still in the making. But uyabona, what I've learned from my mom. My mom was a teacher, and till this day I still get people that she's impacted that go, oh my gosh, your mom did this for me and your mom did that for me, and I thank her and remember her because of that. I hope to one day have that impact.
I get that.
Yes, so whether it's in my industry or just in my normal everyday life, if people have contact with me, I want them to one day, when my time comes, go, Yazi, that girl, I thank her for what she said because this and this, yes. So for me, at the end goal is that.
Thank you so much for coming. Please send your voice note 072 anyway. Not that shade. Anyway, usungavalelisa, tell them to subscribe, like,
Oh my gosh, guys. Thank
cool.
you. Yes, to all the people watching, thank you so much for tuning into my episode. Please do follow me on my YouTube channel. My name is Amanda Jingela. I am also at Amanda Jingela on Instagram and at Belinda Jingela on Twitter. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
for
love
having
you.
Me.
I love you so
too.
much. You're so amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, bye
We must do this again without the cameras.
Bye.
How? Oh,
Bye.
without the cameras.